ఓం శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. హరి ఓం. గణానాం త్వా గణపతిగుం హవామహే కవిం కవీనాముపమశ్రవస్తమం జ్యేష్ఠరాజం బ్రహ్మణాం బ్రహ్మణస్పత ఆనశృణ్వన్నోతిభిः సీదసాదనం. శ్రీమహాగణాధిపతయే నమః. ఓం యోగేన చిత్తస్య పదేన వాచాం మలం శరీరస్య చ వైద్యకేన యోపాకరోత్తం ప్రవరం మునీనాం పతంజలిం ప్రాంజలిరానతోస్మి. ఆత్మస్వరూప బంధుగణ స్థిరసుఖమాసనం. I remember the instruction of Lord Sri Krishna, సమం కాయశిరోగ్రీవం ధారయన్నచలం స్థిరః. And sit accordingly. By keeping the hands in the lap in the usual way, elbows and shoulder blades pushed backward, chest forward. The entire nervous system is toned up. And I can discover a symmetry and naturalness in this posture. With a little practice, I can discover comfort also. Open the eyes and close softly. Normally, our minds are accustomed to project into the future all the time. What next is the usual refrain of the mind. This is the single source of tension in the mind and nerves. This is reflected in the eyelids crushing on the iris. By softly closing, that tension is reduced. Also, by doing the sankalpa, this hurried nature of the mind can be neutralized. Sankalpa is a declaration of the intent, and it is addressed always to oneself. I am going to sit in meditation for a length of time. The whole world can wait. In life, nothing is more important than being with myself. As I understand this principle, mind automatically becomes calm. In life, nothing is more important than being with myself. That is the sankalpa. Now visualize the physical body as a breathing statue. Remember the statue of Buddha with a smile and visualize the body similar to that. As I visualize the body this way, the I am the body idea is questioned, and it opens the possibility of an entirely unknown higher dimension of the personality. The physical body is not a single entity, and it is not I. It is a conglomeration of the 5 elements, and as such, it is an integral part of the nature. Visualize the lower portion starting from toes, heels, ankles, leg bones and calf muscles, kneecaps, thigh muscles and thigh bones, seat and the loins. This portion is now in contact with the earth, Prithvi. It is so all the time. It is predominantly Prithvi. It is nurtured by Prithvi. I cognitively resolve this Prithvi in apaha, waters, which is the abdomen. Abdomen is predominantly waters in constant exchange with the universal waters. When I think of it, I can see that abdomen as waters is not isolated from the universal waters, except for the body identification. When I look at it as abdomen, as kidney, etc., it doesn't serve any practical purpose except creating tension. When I look at it as waters, part of the universe, in practical terms, it doesn't make any difference. And it changes the perspective for the better. I cognitively resolve the apaha in the fire, Agni, which is the digestive fire and which is the stomach and the intestines. Hunger is to the digestive fire as flames to the physical fire. And this hunger is universal. That's why it is called Vaishvanara Agni. Vishwanara, all living beings. It is common to all life. When I think of it, I marvel at the glory of life in the creation. And this life is Ishvara. Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Dehamashritaha. I cognitively resolve the digestive fire in the Vayu, the air. The breathing apparatus, including the diaphragm, rib cage, lungs, shoulders. Is predominantly Vayu. It is not a bunch of organs. It is the glory of Vayu, life-giving air. It is not in isolation from the whole. Any isolation is unthinkable. As I watch the breathing, as the air enters in and is expelled, I can understand the meaning of the universal life in the form of air entering into this body, making it alive. The statement, having created it, the God entered into it, is very meaningful as I watch this breathing. Keep the back erect and keep a smile on the lips. As I watch the breathing, I can appreciate the statement that the infinite reflecting in the finite. I have to be cognizant of this infinite focusing in the finite, till I break the identity with the finite and recognize my oneness with the infinite. That is the goal. I am cognizant of this infinite focusing in the finite, till I break my identity with the finite and recognize my oneness with the infinite. This cognizance opens the door to an unknown higher dimension of the personality. And it makes the idea of immortality possible. From this vision sprang an Upanishadic prayer. Namaste Vayo Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami. O life-giving air, you are indeed the manifestation of the Brahman in a way that can be directly experienced. I say it in so many words that you are indeed the Brahman, Pratyaksham, directly appreciated by me. This prayer is the most sacred communion with the Lord. Namaste Vayo Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami. I cognitively resolve the Vayu in the space, Akasha, of the throat, mouth, nostrils, sinus, eye sockets, earlobes and ear passage, neck and above is all Akasha predominantly. There are no parts in Akasha. Akasha is one single expanse. As I visualize the Akasha in the neck and above, and feel its expanse all around in the hall, and finally all around in the universe, the mind expands. This Akasha space has its origin in the awareness, Chaitanyam, which is the Atman reflecting in the heart as I am. Ahamasmi. Any definition added to I am is bondage, whereas I am in itself is the window to the truth. The ladder which takes me down can also take me up. I am this or that is a bondage, whereas I am what I am. Ahamasmi. Sada bhami. I am not because of thinking, but because I am. I am not because of perception, but because I am. I am is not a concept. It is the reality. Because I am. Just be. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Tatsat Shri Krishnarpanamastu. Relax. Sit completely at ease. Keep the eyes closed and relax. You can massage the legs if necessary. You may even move a little and relax. The connectedness with the being makes the mind strong and relaxed. Slowly open the eyes.